Hello everyone, remember me? It's Sort Rider. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos and I'm really late to the party on the whole top Transformers of last year. Now we're a month into it, but I finally got around to doing it. I've been really busy. I've got George now who's one, believe it or not, that's gone really quickly. And I've started my own business outside of all this. So there's lots going on in my life. I've been really busy and unfortunately YouTube has taken a little bit of a backward step. Backseat, that's the one I'm looking for. That's what I'm after. But I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon. The channel has been growing despite me not doing videos. I think I'm up to just under 2,000 subscribers now. So thank you to everyone who's subbed to me. Well, I haven't been making any of these videos. As you can see, I've lost a bit of hair. I can't remember if I had hair when I did my last video, but yeah, hair's gone, and it needs a bit of a trim now. It's gone a bit too fluffy. And what I thought I'd do today is just get on that bandwagon with my top Transformers of 2026. And generally, the role of this is they don't have to be from that year, but I would have to have bought them in that year. But these are all from that year, I believe. So I think that goes up the question anyway. These are all from 2026. I'm not going to do a top 10 because last year was a funny year for Transformers for me. And I spoke to a few people that they've lost not the love for it, but the sheer volume and cost of the habit of the collecting is taking its toll a little bit. And there has been a little bit of enthusiasm waning from me, especially towards the tail end of last year. There has been a few that have picked up recently that have helped rekindle that love, but I'm looking at toys in a very different way now of not buying every single one of them, but I'm very much cherry picking mainly the G1s because that's the G1 characters because that's what I'm really into. But I'm going to do a top five ish. There were some cool toys last year, but I think the sheer breadth of how Transformers offer their toy lines now to Armada, Cybertron, even bloody Rescue Bots, right? You can't keep up with everything, and you don't need to be on with everything. But I'm going to dive in, and I'm going to talk about what is number five on this list. I mean, it's not really a list, but let me pick number five. And this is where I break my own rules a little bit, but I don't care. A fifth place is Deluxe Optimus Prime, both of them. These two figures came out in the main line last year. This one is based on his G1 toy design, and it's lovely. It's basically a budget missing link figure. It's really nice. I really like it. I've actually got the Ultra Magnus from the 4-pack as well, a white version of this. He is really lovely, and I thought he'd be up there with number one for the year for me in best toys. From a deluxe standpoint anyway. But then this fella come along and I absolutely love him. Yes, his accessory is trash, right? It's terrible. Yes, his alt mode is pretty trash, but I love this robot mode. I don't know if you've noticed, but actually this Optimus comes with two guns, so I've given him one of his guns. But yeah, this is a beautiful cell shaded version of the Transformers Devastation Optimus Prime. Scales all over the shop as well because I released the 2-pack with the two of the one of the Seeker drones and one of the car drones, and he's too small. But other than that, beautiful Optimus Primes for 20-25 quid. Really nice figures. Really like them. Then I'm going to go in fourth place. I'm going to go for this one. Missing Link RC, the RC that we always wanted. Well, I always wanted when I was younger, that we never actually got. And I'd argue to say I think this is the best version of RC that we've had. Even some of the Earthrise ones, and not Earthrise, yeah, there's Earthrise, there was Studio Series 86, there's been a few, but this to me is the best looking one in my opinion. Yes, it's a bit boxy, yes, it's a bit limited, it feels G1, and that's what I really like about it. There isn't many G1 moulds that I haven't got now, and this isn't a G1 mould, but it's a gap in the G1 collection, isn't it? So I really love that. I would have got the toy version as well, the concept version with the more orange colours, but I went for the animation colours because I really like it. And I was going to be all in on Missing Link. I really like Sunstreaker. I got him this year, really good. But it's just those prices. The price for Ultra Magnus being 180, the price for Grimlock being 150. It's just too much for what it is. Especially when I've got the originals of those characters anyway. If I see them in person, maybe I will pick them up. But for me, it's just, again, being priced out of the market. But she was absolutely worth it. A little bit on the steep side, but I'm happy to have her because she's a big gaping hole in anyone's G1 collection. I'm going to go in third place. I'm going to go with Fallen. This was one of the first figures I picked up this year, and I still think it is one of the best. It's solid. I do like the tank mode, even though people say that it's not great. I don't mind the tank mode on this. I love the fusion cannon. I love the blast effects. I love the design. It's very Dreamwave in style. This should be a Megatron. This has to be a Megatron at some point. There's no way you can release this mold and not make it into a big chunky Megatron. I'd argue you could do it as a Devastation Megatron, but I mean, I suppose the Studio Series 86 one will do that. But yeah, he's really, really nice. The best of all of these primes, and I've bought all the primes up to date. But I've actually packed them all away now. I've packed them all away and put some Stranger Things out because I went on that kick over Christmas. Which, if we want to have a video talking about, I'm more than happy to do a video talking about that and my feelings about it. But at the end of the day, the Fallen is the best out of all of those 13 primes so far by a million miles. What a great figure, and deserves to be in the top 5. Second place, Studio Series 86 Megatron. The Megatron, again, we all wanted from when we were kids. Yes, it turns into a tank. Should he turn into a gun? Probably. Do I care that he doesn't? No. But it's still awesome, right? Let's remember, it was a bit silly in being a gun in the first place, right? And we're all nostalgic about it, and I would love him to turn into a gun. But at the end of the day, he is great. He's the best version of G1 Megatron we have had. And yeah, it doesn't really matter that he turns into a tank, and the tank ain't perfect, but who's going to transform him into a tank anyway? Like, who's going to turn him into a gun? What are you going to have him do? Just lying there on the side. So yeah, I really like Megatron. He's really, really good. I have actually pre-ordered the damaged version, which looks great. I think I got him for £42 from Star Action Figures, believe it or not. I wasn't going to pre-order him, but then when I saw him for that price, I thought, why the hell not? Like with all Studio Series 86 figures, or the majority of them anyway, there is a problem, and they never get this perfect. They have screwed up the fusion cannon a bit here, but it's not as much of a fuss as people do moan about. But yeah, Studio Series 86 Megatron is the best Megatron I think I've got in my collection of that style. Amazing. One that transforms into something anyway. Okay, and first place... and actually, I can talk a little bit about how Hasbro have done something wrong with this as well, but the original version of it. I'm going to get some dirty KOs out. I'm going to get 2 KOs out from Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. I have got the official over there somewhere. I've got a big problem with it, and that problem with the original one is the head sculpt. The head sculpt isn't from the 86 movie, it is MP10's. I've got such a big issue with it, and Hasbro have screwed that up completely. The head sculpt is wrong. And actually, they've done the battle damage version that comes with a chicken nugget that sticks into his chest, representing the piece of shrapnel that Megatron throws at him. And also a damaged head, damaged body. That looks okay, the body, but the head is still MP10's head. It is not the animation Optimus Prime's head. What I like about these is they have got a different head sculpt, and it is the right bloody head. And the windows, you can put shell shading ones in there. It looks like the animation Optimus Prime. This then becomes a perfect figure. Hasbro have not done that, right? They've screwed up a little bit there, in my opinion. And also, this is one I've customised a little bit. There's 2 versions. There's one that comes with just the main figure, and there's another version that comes with the figure, the trailer, and a load of accessories, some Starscream parts, Megatron's arm. And what I ended up doing with this one is I took the battle damaged head, which would be a perfect representation for the movie one. We should be getting this with the 86 one. This is the head we needed, Hasbro, with the battle damage one anyway. And this is the head that we needed on the actual main figure. But there you are. But what I've done is I've taken the Megatron arm, which is Skybound-esque, put the damaged head on here. I've customised these a little bit by just putting a piece of paper behind the windscreens. and I've come up with a Skybound Optimus, and I've got my G1 cartoon Accurate Optimus as well, and I've still got the, as I say, the official Commander one over there. These cows are great, anywhere between I think £15 for the basic one, £40 for the main one. Really, really amazing. Great figures, and definitely the best pickup I picked up in 2026, just because they're so goddamn awesome. I really, really like them. Great, great figures. And I think that's it. I've only done, say, a top 5-ish this year, because I don't think there's been that many that have stood out, in my opinion. I think there are some good figures, and I think it might be a little bit of fatigue about the amount of product that is out there, and also, let's face it, the distribution of these, that we haven't really had any figures landing this year so far. We're already in February. We didn't have any really since October, when the last wave landed, and now we've got to get all the studio series and all the main line all in one lump. I have actually picked up Windcharger. I've got Windcharger over there, but they all seem to have landed in one lump again. It just seems to be like everything in one go for a month, and then radio silence for weeks and, well, for months and months afterwards, and then everything hits again. Sort out your distribution, spread these things across the year, allow people to buy them, because you'll probably get people buying more if it was spread out across the year. But anyway, I'll stop moaning about that, shall I? I hope you enjoyed this video anyway, and as I say, it's been a while. I can do another video about some other bits that I've picked up recently, so I may do that over the coming days, weeks. But I'll try and be a bit more active on here moving forward. Hope you're all doing okay, and I will see you again very, very soon.